All right, Peter, your sister's the real deal, so I arranged for you to get some combat pointers from my old buddy, Steven Seagal.
Uh, it, this fat guy?
Yep. Go on, ask him anything.
How did, why are you so fat?
Okay, ask him about anything but his weight.
You act Asian, you look Native American, your name is possibly Jewish. What are you?
Hey, fat.
What about you, you little bitch? Wanna give it a try? Let's go! Up! Up!
Nah. Not me. That's not what I'm gonna do. But you should climb on up there. I'm gonna go on over here, myself. Watch you fall and bust your ass. You little bitch.
They lived life on the edge.
Stop the car! I'ma kick your...
Until the night.
You expecting somebody?
It all went wrong.
Special Agent Williams, FBI.
It's a nice night to die.
Now, they're serving hard time
Welcome to my island.
in the most feared prison in the country, the new Alcatraz.
What are you packing?
This.
Ooh, you want to play rough? Sorry, I'm not into men.
And their biggest problem isn't breaking out. It's dealing with the guys who just broke in.
Let's party, boys.
All right?
I'm all right, man. We got issues.
Any word from Alcatraz?
One of the cell houses was compromised.
How many hostages?
I've got 10.
Why are you doing this?
I'm gonna dig up $200 million worth of U.S. gold brick, taking early retirement.
What's your cause?
My cause is me. See, I'm sociopathic. It means I can kill everybody in this room and not feel bad about it.
What's going on?
We got a problem. How do I look?
Like a big fat prom queen.
What's your game plan?
You watch my back.
All right, homies. Two things can happen. You get killed or you get caught. Comprending?
Sweet dreams, partner.
Comprende this!
The inmates aren't taking any prisoners. Steven Seagal, Morris Chestnut, Ja Rule, and Kurupt.
What's the matter, girl? You don't like me? Boom! Bang! Hit the rock, spit the game. Bang! Get the clock, spit the flame. Do my mother. Bang! Bang! Bang!
Half past dead.
I'm a bang! Hit the block, pitch the same. Bang! Hit the rock, spit the game.
God, my voice.
Oh my God! Hey, folks, did you ever ponder to yourself what would Steven Seagal look like in a do-rag? I mean,
No, nobody has.
nobody has. The answer
ever
is an emphatic no.
You know what, dude? I think you know what, son? Is it great that we finally get to do the continuation of these weird movies? We're actually skipping two of the movies, but these string of movies that came out in 2000. I mean, in late 90s, 2000.
I'm gonna say post. What was the movie with DMX and Steven Seagal?
Yeah,
Exit
that
Wounds?
was
Post
Exit. Actually, you know what? Yeah, it's in that same universe when you really think about it.
Post Exit Wounds was a weird time where folks were trying to jump on the train of trying to get the hip hop type action movies, and it's like, yeah, dog, people don't like that shit anymore. You might want to stop.
Son, you gotta blame Def Jam 2000 for really installing a lot of the mainstream of hip hop into pop culture, man. See, it wasn't just Exit Wounds, really. At that time, hip hop artists really felt that they could spread their wings and really become a part of the pop culture. Because it's kind of funny, even before, like, we say a lot now that hip hop is like the number one, genre of music in the world. Even back then, late '90s, it was.
Yeah.
So that's when it really got big during that time, especially like LL Cool J became a bigger star. Busta Rhymes started being a bigger star. Snoop Dogg was getting way bigger. At that time, I think Snoop Dogg had that dumbass show on MTV, didn't he?
Yeah, the doggy style porno.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that actually you can buy in your local mom and pop store in the porno section. Because
AKA a live action hip hop mixtape with porn on it.
Yo, folks, if you haven't really been keeping up with the show and stuff, I sometimes talk about my escapades working at a mom and pop store that sold porno and stuff. Doing inventory, I always looked at that DVD like, this doesn't look like a standard porno. This should be sold with the fucking other hip hop DVDs more than anything else.
Yo,
Dude,
you know what? And you know what, CJ, the way, like, and I can co-sign with that, because if you actually watch that movie, it comes off more as like not even Skinemax. Like, I want to say like an edgier version.
Uncut, the DVD.
No, not even that. I'll go even deeper than that. This comes off as like an edgier version of Hip Hop Honeys.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I wanted to say that because it did, but eventually, just gonna put it out there, Obsession got a dick in her mouth. That's like the only difference that really did happen.
Hold up. Was Corinne Steffens in this DVD? She had to have been.
I would not be surprised.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just going to look. You say, oh man, was Corinne Steffens in it? Let me be honest with you. She's like a 6, man. I don't know why everybody act like she's a bad.
I mean, yeah.
I really don't understand why niggas go that far, man. But no, during that time, a lot of hip hop artists really said, "Oh, I can be an actor. Oh, I can be an actor." And what really made it known was, what really put a lot of Bama's into that mode that they can act was Players Club. I think Players Club played a role in it. I think Belly played a big role into it. And oh my God,
movie,
man,
dude. We did Belly,
that movie, dog.
Dude, we did that movie. It's not. I'm not saying fuck the movie because I hate the movie. It's just fuck that movie just because I swear to God, I just hate how people have like, and it mainly came right around the time Moonlight came out, and motherfuckers were dead serious about, man, Belly's better than Moonlight, and I'm like, fuck you guys, you gonna make me hate
whoever
Belly.
said that. Now, whoever said that, that's a nigga that.
Please take a seat.
Yeah. That nigga peaked in 1999. So I'm not even.
No, but it's just, I had the Arthur Fist seeing that. I'm like, dog, y'all gonna make me hate Belly? Don't do this to me. Do not do this to me.
Son, Belly, real talk, love it to death for the cinematography and the soundtrack. Love it for that. But that movie's some trash, dog. For real. It is some straight up trash.
You know what it is? You know what? It's kind of sort of trash, but not trash. Half Past Dead. There you go. Boom. Segue back. Let's go.
Now, but here's the thing. When it comes to all those hip hop, I will say Players Club, I will say Belly, and I will also say a big factor in it was Romeo Must Die. Now, the reason why I say that is because the director of Romeo Must Die also directed Exit Wounds. He also directed Cradle to the Grave, and he also directed this movie. And all of them, for some strange reason, had a connection to hip hop and everything about it. Now, except Half Past Dead. That's where it became a little bit weird. See, while Cradle to the Grave and Exit Wounds,
he didn't direct this movie. He didn't direct this movie, but he did have a handle in writing. Just correct that one.
See, I can't tell. I just can't tell. I really couldn't. I
get the confusion, but he did have a hand in this to a point. So,
but still, it still come out that same wheelhouse of the 2000s. And this movie, I thought I would never get to that point of saying it. It wears its 2000s proudly. It really does. Just by the Dutch angles, the slow to fast cuts, to the Max Payne style of shooting. It just like, oh yeah, and the fact that everybody's wearing a cloak like they're in the damn Matrix. All of that crap, man.
Oh, God, you know what, D? I could definitely agree with you with this. This movie wears its 2002 badge with pride. I mean,
With pride? I mean, look.
No. I mean, no. Hear me out, because as I'm watching this, I'm listening to the movie, and this goes back to our to a previous podcast that we did where we talked about movie soundtracks. This is why movie soundtracks aren't a thing anymore. Like, the soundtrack was just like, God, this soundtrack didn't age well. No, not even uninspired. It just did not age well. Hell, it wasn't even that great back then, and it really didn't age well at all.
I mean, let's be real about this. Let's roll down this hill of who was on this. Yeah, Cadillac Ty and John.
Pretty much everybody. No, pretty much everybody off. Like, pretty much everybody off of Def Jam.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going down the list here.
No, not Def Jam.
Well, no, I'm sorry, Murder Inc.
Yeah, let's go down the list here. There's a little bit of Def Jam too. Ja Rule. Yeah, Cadillac Ty. Yeah, Cadillac Ty. You had DMX.
Real quick on Cadillac Ty. I hate to stop it there. Cadillac Ty came off like the cheap version of Ja Rule, and Ja Rule already sounded like the cheap version of DMX. So that needs to tell you something. If you've never heard Cadillac Ty, it is a weird. And it's like, yo, the nigga had the exact same rhyming style, and I'm like, yo, stop. Just stop. Ja, why did you get a second banana? Why?
Who's this groupie behind
you? And also with the Jesus, the action, the choreography, with all this craziness going on, I'm like, God, this is so 2000s. I could practically taste the soap shoes.
Yeah, let's say, okay, so you have DMX, you got Confrontation Camp. Don't know who the fuck they are.
Fuck is that? The hell is that?
I do not fucking know.
Confrontation Camp. Yeah, Jester.
The Crystal Method, which is goddamn, that is 2002.
Man, Crystal Method. That sounds like they're the most actually skilled in this whole. They're still making money.
You got the again, another Murder Inc. The crew here consisting of Tupac. This is a song, the Pledge remix. It's Ja Rule, Ashanti, Nas, and Tupac on it, but written by Shock G.
Wow. Hold on now. Hold up. You remember what I just said right there? Like, did I say this before that podcast or during? I mean, before, but I said that. Oh yeah, this was during that weird time where Ja Rule really, for some reason, thought he was Tupac.
Yeah.
And he started referencing Tupac in a lot of his shit. Mm-hmm. Oh God. Oh my God.
And then you got the long lost R&B star that was on Murder Inc. before Lloyd became a thing. Chink Santana.
Oh man,
I remember him. I do remember him, and he actually
Santana. Oh,
that dude messed around with Ashanti for a hot second.
Oh man, I feel bad for him.
Hey, Lloyd took his shine. Game is the game.
Nah, I feel bad for Chink Santana because that makes me think like, oh man. So what Win Dixie is he working at right now?
Funny thing is, he's still producing.
Bullshit.
And he's on Love and Hip Hop New York, so there you go. That's where he's at, D. It ain't quite Win Dixie, but it's close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough because he's gonna be forgotten in a couple months.
It's like, how is it that Cardi B got on before you, Chink? That's horrible.
Oh my God, man. That's funny.
So yeah, y'all all right. This is a Def Jam / Murder Inc. soundtrack, and Crystal Method just happens to be slapped on there because hey, we gotta diversify it up a little bit. So there you go.
Oh my God! When I saw Crystal Method was on this soundtrack, when I heard that, I'm like, come on. Now, first of all, which came out first, this movie or Blade 2?
Oh, this movie.
Yeah, this movie. No. We sure Blade 2?
Blade 2 came out during the summer. I do remember that.
Whatever. Okay, but anyway, let's go with it.
No. Blade 2 came out before this. March 2002. March 2002.
I thought so. I remember it coming out
and
early.
This came out the week before Thanksgiving, half past dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I just got to ask the question. Hey, movie, how is it that you watch Blade 2 and you say, hey, that's a great action sequence and it's a great song for Crystal Method. Let's go ahead and just throw that in our movie with a shitty action sequence and use a song that just doesn't fit.
Dude, I say it again. I said it before and I say it again. I like that the Crystal Method is technically the most experienced band in the whole album outside of DMX.
No. Let's talk about something else here too.
Oh God, man.
Nia Pebbles.
Oh, no. We are not going to Nia until we talk about the 4-foot giant in the room. Ja effing Rule.
Okay, we're not going to dwell on this. We're not going to dwell because look, trust me, folks. We could do an hour and a half, 2 hours on Ja Rule and the misadventures of Ja Rule. But we'll give you the cliff notes. We'll give you the cliff notes of Ja Rule during this time. So you're talking about 2002, right? Half Past Dead came out the same year as 8 Mile. Actually, it came out the week after 8 Mile came out. So Eminem is already riding this high, right? 50 Cent just got signed on. Get Rich or Die Trying came out. It's fucking hitting. And Ja Rule and 50 Cent are beefing.
Oh my God.
So if you're Ja Rule, you're already getting shit. You're already getting shit by everybody. And then you come out with this movie right after 8 Mile.
And on top of that, you want to know what confused everybody was the fact that DMX's song was used in this movie.
Yeah. So you got all this shit happening, and it's like, yo, Ja, you're taking L's left and fucking right.
Oh, and it didn't stop. And by the way, it didn't even stop with this movie because he took another L 2 months later with a little song called Hail Mary 2003.
But it's like, yo, I'm pretty sure 50 was laughing his ass off when he was like, Half Past Dead comes after this movie. And
it was almost a setup because right during that time where all this was going down with Half Past Dead, he just started recording Get Rich or Die Trying, which pretty much annihilated everything about Ja Rule. And every song was coming out on these mixtapes going directly at Ja Rule. Ja Rule had literally half the hip hop world either hating him or just not supporting him at all. It shocked me how nobody backed him up because everybody that backed him up got destroyed separately. Good example of that was actually is Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri said 2 words about Eminem, and for whatever reason,
Dre
No. Specifically, Exhibit came out of nowhere and destroyed fucking Jermaine Dupri. Everybody was beefing with each other. It was ridiculous.
It was so stupid.
and to make things better, DMX, everybody's like, yo, DMX, you want to say anything to Ja Rule? DMX was too high, but yet at the same time, I heard that people in DMX's camp were like threatening Ja Rule and they was going to kill him and all that shit. It was ridiculous. And Ja Rule had the fucking nerve to actually buck at everybody that tried to come at him. Like he was going to really do something. Like he was actually going to do something.
The only person in this corner was Irv Gotti, and I gotta be real about this. If Irv Gotti was rap battling, I believe him more than Ja Rule. That's the sad part about it.
Dude, you know it's bad when Vita and Cadillac Ty came and back up that nigga, man. You know it's bad.
First off, D, I'm insulted that you put Vita in it. She wasn't even fucking relevant. She came and go. Grand opening, grand fucking closing for her ass.
You'd been better. Matter of fact, you'd been better off using Charlie Baltimore.
I know, right?
Son, see, y'all wrong. See, y'all wrong as hell, man. Y'all wrong as hell. You just wrong as hell, both of you. But you know what?
Her claim to fame was fucking Belly. That should tell you something, sir.
But you know what? Here's the funny thing about that also too. Like Ashanti, what you thought was going to be like Ja Rule's shield. No, it wasn't. Not at all.
She minded her business and did her music.
She minded her business. And if she minded her business, and guess what? Irv Gotti was like, nah, man, I got to deal with her stuff. We're trying to push her. And it made me laugh because when you really think about it, all Irv Gotti was a weak support bra for Ja Rule. He didn't really support him. He was just there in theory. He didn't stop.
He was lesser Paul Heyman, basically.
He really was.
And I like Irv. Irv got some good ass stories and stuff, but it's like, dog, he really just threw Ja Rule under the bus. Like, well, I can't do that shit now. I'm done.
Man, he didn't do nothing for Ja Rule. The beef that Ja Rule went on at that time was ridiculous. ridiculous, man. You would think that, and like I said, you would think that Ja Rule really did something really like ultra fucked up for the world of hip hop to turn on him. I think what really happened was that I think hip hop was just done. I think everybody was just done with Ja Rule. Like we all knew he was going to be like a 4-second rapper. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, Eris, and I'm saying this to Eris because I'm looking back on it now. Clap back. It wasn't that bad.
Had a good beat.
I told you.
Had a good
clap back was not that bad. We're gonna clap back. Clap back was not that bad. But you know what actually ruined him? Because with all that bullshit that he was talking about, he comes out with Thug Lovin'.
Yep.
With fucking coked up fucking Bobby Brown.
With Bobby Brown.
Bobby was coked up out of his mind when he did that song.
Listen, we make fun of Bobby Brown, love him to death, but dog, Thug Lovin', I fucking rolled a tear. I was like, yo, he is high as a motherfucker on that shit.
And when I'm looking at Ja Rule's numbers, man. For real, he did modestly, and he did have modest numbers. His first album platinum, second album 3 times platinum. I hate to say it, I was a part of that 3 times platinum. Pain is Love, bull crap, but it went 3 times platinum.
See, here's the thing. Blood in My Eye is where I just stopped.
Nah. Pain is Love is where I stopped, and I'm mad that I even bought that too, man. It's like The Last Temptation. For whatever reason, I think people just bought that because they hated Eminem. I really did.
I didn't think it was that. I mean, but that's weird because again, that's 2002. That's when Eminem show came out, and it was just wreaking havoc.
I mean, look, and that came out well after the beef was going in between each other, right? And if you look at the cover of the album, The Last Temptation, what's the first thing you think when you see that? Nigga, are you trying to be Pac?
What are we doing
Are
here?
you really trying to be Tupac?
I mean, first it was X. First he tried to be like DMX, and then he switched it up and went with Pac. But then you knew it was official when he came out and said it himself. I'm like, what? I'm the new Tupac. Ja, shut up.
And you know what? The best thing, Chris, you said Blood in My Eye. I looked at the cover of Blood in My Eye. Son. I think one of the greatest jokes came out of that. I don't know if it was Tony Yayo or I don't know who it was in the G Unit camp that said it, but the cover of it with Ja Rule walking through the hood, it was like, man, you see how he's bigging in the buildings and all that? That's not true. That's not true at all. Like he was like, yeah, because you see that picture, that's his actual size. I'm like, oh my god, y'all.
That might have been Yayo, because Yayo be wild.
Yayo was so mean. Tony Yayo, I like how Tony Yayo himself was garbage, but nobody cared because he was part of G Unit.
hey, listen, I maintain this before we get back to Half Past Dead. G Unit was a grand opening, grand closing group because I love that first album, that debut album that came out, and I just didn't care for them afterwards.
Man, G Unit for me, man, I thought G Unit could have been so much more, but it was like really anchored. It was anchored by 50 Cent, and the problem about that was 50 was nothing more than Ja Rule, just in a different freaking color palette. That's all it was, man.
Oh,
it was still Ja Rule.
But you want to know what really sunk him? What sunk him? It wasn't what happened afterwards. It was what got introduced to G Unit, and it was a 4-letter word rapper.
Was it Buck?
No. So who came in after they've already been established?
God, who was it? Help me, man. I don't know why. This is gonna make me. I'm gonna be so pissed.
You know what? I'm just gonna say one thing, and you already know who it is. Name drop.
Oh, Game. We love it. You know what? Game didn't ruin it for me. I don't think Game did.
Oh, but he was the start of it.
Oh, he was the start of it. That was the first brick because him and 50 started beefing. And then it became very apparent to everybody that 50 just started beefs just to start beefs. And then
he's a fucking troll.
Hold on. But it's kind of fitting when you really think about it because 50 did that to Game for no reason, and then Game continued to do that for the rest of his career too. So that's kind of actually kind of funny when you really look at that.
Yeah.
But and also I thought it was kind of sad when you really look at G Unit, the fact that Young Buck called 50 Cent crying, and 50 put it out there, and then 50 started going on different rappers and all that, and stopped making music altogether. And then the sad part, the saddest, the biggest crime of all of that, Lloyd Banks just slowly disappeared.
And that's a guy who is consistently good.
Lloyd Banks was so demonstrative. He was just super underrated. He
disappeared until he came back with what was it? Beamer, Benz, or Bentley.
Beamer, Benz, or Bentley is a vicious song, but here's the sad part about that. It wasn't him that was the star of that song. The second verse when Jewels got on, that verse is like, Jesus, Jewels, where that been at? And then he hopped into a bottle of codeine, and we never seen him since then. So, but yeah, like G Unit, I know it's weird that we went from Ja Rule to G Unit, but all of that kind of flows into this one ugly era of hip hop during the 2000s that everybody likes to sugarcoat. Like the 2000s was perfect. No, it wasn't. It gave us G Unit, one of the most. It was a pure snake eating its own tail type of motherfucking label, man. And it was just weird how you can say, yeah, 50 Cent ruined Ja Rule's career, but Ja Rule didn't help it, because right after all this bull crap, he got in trouble with taxes. Then all of a sudden, I'm putting quotation marks up here, he became a born again Christian. And then all of a sudden he screwed out a whole lot of rich kids out of money for Five Fest, even though, real talk, that was not Ja Rule's fault. That was the rich dude that he linked up with that did that.
But his face was on it, so ergo, fuck Ja Rule.
Ergo, fuck Ja Rule. But to be fair, the dude that ran it, that nigga was dirty as hell, and Ja had no business. But still, at this point, what's Ja Rule doing? I don't know. I think he's selling insurance on TV at nighttime or some shit.
D, you didn't see Ja Rule on Twitter some weeks ago. Trying to start some beef with 50 Cent again, and everybody on Black Twitter, including myself, was like, Ja, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Wait. Ja Rule was allowed to talk on Twitter?
Pretty much.
Why?
Yo, but what had me rolling, somebody finally did the gift that I knew was gonna happen with fucking Dave Chappelle. Like, nobody fucking cares what Ja Rule has to say. Thank you. You deserve your 50K retweets on that one, dog. You deserve it.
Yo, so you're probably saying, okay, so Ja Rule in this movie. What do y'all think about Ja Rule in this movie? Oh, there's a reason why Ja Rule only do straight to DVD movies. He's a terrible actor. When there's something redeemable about DMX,
I couldn't tell, D.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. I couldn't tell. You mean to tell me the same guy who screamed, "No, Monica!" from Fast and the Furious, that wasn't dignified acting?
Dude, what? Look. I'm gonna need you to stop disrespecting Jeffrey Atkins. Atkins acting. I need you to stop disrespecting him, okay? Ja Rule is a terrible actor. So I got a question. Why would you team him up with somebody who was equally as bad as fucking Steven Seagal?
Folks, as D mentioned offline, this is also around the time that everybody was trying to ape Rush Hour in that whole black and other ethnicity, diversity dynamics. And here's the thing. You don't sit there and give me Ja Rule, who, I don't hate Ja Rule by any stretch. He's tolerable to me, But then you put him up with Steven Seagal in a do-rag. You can't do that to me. No, you can't do that. Who, by the way, supposed to play a Russian, but is the laziest fucking accent that doesn't exist at all.
Dude, that was supposed to be a Russian accent.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought that was Louisiana by way of a lazy white person. What was that? I don't know what you.
Yo, I'm pretty sure the director was like, "Hey, Steven, that's not Russian. I'm Steven Seagal." All right, Steven, fine. Fuck
no, you did it wrong, Steve. That's not Russian. Yes, it is. Okay, then it's Russian.
It's like, all right then.
No, y'all, both of y'all are wrong. Like, Steve, that's not Russian accent. Next snap. Okay, it is.
Okay, it is. It's the 5th time you did that, Steven. I should sue, but
gotta be real, though.
All right.
Gotta be real. This is why I love bass guy Will Sasso, because he did Steven Seagal perfectly. That's what I imagine Steven Seagal on every movie set.
Think about it. You ever get into an argument with Steven Seagal? You get past more than 5 words, next snap.
So I got a question. So Steven Seagal, Ja Rule. I'm sorry. Is that yes? Yes, it is. Morris Chestnut. And yes, this movie is so beneath him. I can't believe I'm saying that, but a movie like this should not even be on Morris Chestnut's radar. It's like if Isaiah Washington and Blair Underwood both said no at the same time, and Morris is like, well, I guess I got to do it. That's what it felt like.
You know what, D? No, D, you want to know what it is? I think that actually did happen.
I think that really did happen.
Can we be real about this? Morris Chestnut is in that realm of black actors that isn't quite like top tier, but they actually can get some pretty decent roles and stuff that you're not going to eye roll on. It's just weird.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm not a fan of Morris Chestnut, and that's just, it ain't like, I think he's a shitty actor. In fact, I think he's actually pretty damn decent. I just don't like his movies like that.
His first movie was fucking Boys in the Hood as Ricky, who couldn't fucking zigzag to save his life, but okay.
I'm just saying, nigga, serpentine, nigga, just serpentine.
Zigzag, nigga. God damn.
And then he was in
he should. No, first of all, you were supposed to juke that car. Second, go for the damn fence.
Ricky!
God, man.
You were right next to a fence. Why didn't you just hop it?
That nigga ran into a straight line. Just ran a straight line, man. You made that so easy.
Ricky thought he was the Flash. He's faster than the speed of light. He can dodge a bullet, so
Now Ricky was on the basketball team, right?
No, football team, running back.
Football team. Running back. Oh, nigga, you suck. You mean to tell me, really, nigga? Really, Bo Jackson? You could have Bo Jackson that ish, my nigga. You just ran into a straight anyway.
Morris Chestnut had a weird career, but it's just like this is the second Steven Seagal movie he's in because he was in Under Siege 2 with them.
Oh God, he was
as the black sidekick that got fucking capped by Brian Fury. So yeah. Just saying. Brian Fury fucking capped his ass. It's like, well, grand opening, grand closing.
Wow. Hey, stop, Eric. Hey, Chris.
No, because I remember that. I only wish he did the Brian Fury laugh at the end.
Hey, Chris. Look, man, it's Christopher is short notice, but my wife made this cake and it said the best joke of the night. I think we can already give that to you. Holy shit. Yo. Oh my God. Yo, hold up. And then it's just funny. Morris Chestnut, like I said, I don't think he's a bad actor. He really isn't. It's just that, come on, man. We had better actors. You mean he's the only one?
Just give him a better role.
Dude, and he had the gall, the unlitigated gall to be like, yeah, Marvel contacted me for Black Panther. Sure they did, Morris.
Shut up.
Yo, Morris, look, my nigga. I just gave you credit. You 49 years old with a bad leg. Shut up. Ain't nobody called you for Black Panther, nigga.
Yo, I laughed. Yo, here's the sad part, dude. Here's the sad part, guys. There were people standing for that casting. I'm like, what? I like Morris. It's like, dog, nah, bruh. Maybe you might be part of the African delegation in that movie, but you ain't Black Panther, dog. Nah.
Dude, you might have been a nigga in that casino scene, but you was not T'Challa, my nigga. Get out of here.
Yo, real talk. Hell, I would have had him in the scene where he's in Oakland playing basketball with the kids and shit.
Now, Dream. Now, if we're dream casting for early 2000s Black Panther, you might have been in the running for Killmonger. But come on, man, my nigga. Come on.
I thought you said Killmonger. You didn't even say T'Challa. Like, nah, Killmonger. No.
Oh, no.
Just give Killmonger. Hell,
he was going to be.
No. You wouldn't even give him Man-Ape?
Hell no, man. I want to give him man. He ain't big enough, man. That man ain't would end up being
That would
Desmond
be Michael
Hunter.
Clark Duncan. That would be Michael Clark Duncan, honestly.
That
Yeah,
would've been Michael Clark Duncan.
early 2000s Black Panther. Definitely, that would have been Michael Clark Duncan.
La-di-da-di-da, slobber-di-da. So I'm trying to say that.
But yeah, but this movie, right? Okay, the basic gist of the movie.
No, hold on. And we got to get to this last part. All right. I'm sorry, Chris. I got to get to the last part.
No, you're good.
The best thing about this movie, and he was quite underused if you really think about it, was my boy Kurupt.
How is it that Kurupt not only eclipses Ja Rule in rapping skill and rap career, but also eclipse him in freaking acting and screen presence?
Real talk. And he did the feat. He was in a sequel to this movie with Bill Goldberg. Fucking headline that shit. That's fucking pull.
That is sad. That is sad, man. Holy crap. You know what?
Now were the rest of y'all like me when every time Kurupt talked in the movie, like for every line that he gave, I was just like, I was saying to myself, responds and we can freak it. Responds and we can freak it. Fires a rocket launcher and who ride with us.
Stares in. I can't believe this nigga actually got a dog pound bootleg.
Oh my god! So
stares and sea walk.
Oh
sea
my
walk,
god!
Thank you. Hey, young, that's actually a crime. There's not one seawall for Kurupt out here. But then again, Kurupt's the best thing about this movie. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, he's the best thing about this movie. The most likable person in this whole fucking... Well, he is the most likable person, too. But the second best thing in this movie is the C-rated actress, Nia Pebbles.
Former singer.
Wow.
Former singer. And of course host of the super forgotten Party Machine,
which Mr. Sue over here, we were fucking cracking joke. Her and fucking Blair Underwood, that was peak 90s.
Peak 90s, man. She's the best thing in this movie because I will give it up. The reason why she's one of the best things in this movie is because she's the only pretty thing in this movie. I'm being dead serious.
To put a little bit of respect on her in this movie, she did all her own stunts in this movie too.
Oh yeah, she did. Because when you're on Walker Texas Ranger, you're gonna have to learn how to do a kick properly. You're gonna have to.
I was like shocked and stuff, and I was like, that's right, because they did do a behind the scenes thing on HBO. Yes, HBO used to do those things where for every movie, good or bad, they always did behind the scenes. And I remember her specifically saying she did all her stunts in the movie. And I was like, that's actually pretty cool.
Good for Nina. Well, good for Nina.
Yeah, but
on top of that, when you just seeing her in this movie, I was like, good God, 2002 Nia Pebbles, vitamin D coming your way.
Hey, she's on Tierra Cara status where it's she held up pretty good.
Hey D, how does she look like now? Nah, she all right.
Yeah, she all right. She didn't fucking age like a fucking nasty banana or anything. He's like, she aged gracefully. She aged gracefully.
Like this. I tell you this, man. The late '90s and early 2000s, the late '90s and early 2000s, when it came to lip gloss, ladies, I need that to come back. Me, personally, D needs that to come back, man. I mean, I'm all good with mallet, with the mallet, colors on your lips and all that, and you look like a freaking doll. It's cold and all that shit, but I'm gonna need that lip gloss glow to come back too, because
that shit was glowing. That shit was glowing that shit was glowing just like Marge's fucking hand when it was glowing when she opened that oven up.
Hey, for some of y'all girls, that was y'all only thing y'all had.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit did kind of get me caught up a little bit back then. So just saying.
Nigga, it got us all caught up, man. Like, man, I bet she can suck a dick. No, she can't. No, she can't.
No, she can't.
Stop, Teenage D. No, she can't.
Just stop. Stop. What you're seeing is nothing more than an optical illusion, a mirage.
You like this? Now, what about a choker? Now, that's where it gets clever, my son.
That's where it gets clever.
That's when the hunt's on. All right, that's when the hunt's.
Like shit, and Blade 2 just came out that year.
Nigga.
Every black dude turns.
Like,
every dude turns into fucking Steve Irwin and shit.
Like how many? Like better yet, when that movie came out, how many chicks was running around with? Like matter of fact, how many people just ran the Hot Topic after that movie?
The basis of Half Past Dead. This is just the basis of the movie, right? Steven Seagal and Ja Rule, they play. Steven Seagal is a Russian. He plays a Russian guy named, what was it? What was his name?
Sasha.
Sasha, because of course, Sasha Petrosevich. That's his name. So, and Ja Rule plays Nicholas. So Sasha and Nick, they're basically they steal cars, spin them around, get money and all that stuff. FBI catches them. Sasha gets shot. He is basically officially dead for 22 minutes, gets revived, and as the title of the movie is, Half Past Dead. Whatever.
Now wait, before we continue on that, them joyriding around with stolen cars.
Got Need for Speed Underground vibes a little bit.
I didn't even, man, that didn't even happen because that game didn't come out till the next year.
I know, but I'm just saying, watching it now, it gave me those kind of vibes.
But still, just from seeing that scene and then watching Ja quite literally fly out of the car. First of all, Ja, no, here's my question. Ja, why did you open the door while the car was still in motion? Second, who walked up to the producer and said, "Hey, yo, let's give Ja the sideways ejectocito, cuz."
Look like Jazz off of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Whoa!
So Sasha,
it's like real talk. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in a drinking game for this. Every time we see ragdoll physics, anytime you see ragdoll physics from anybody in this movie, well, mainly the main actors. I'll just say that from the main cast and the supporting characters, you see ragdoll physics, take a drink.
Sasha is asking Nick for his half of the money because he's like, hey, I'm not going to give you this car until you give me my half. And he gets his half, and that's when the FBI comes in there. And like I said, he gets shot during. And also, I'm going to say this. Movie, you got the gall to try to fucking ape John Woo by having Ja Rule try to fucking dual wield like he fucking Chow Yun Fat. The most
everybody did that. Everybody did that. Bruh, everybody did that in this movie.
This motherfucker, look, the FBI showed up and he gonna pull out both his guns like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, yo, for real, Ja Rule, you're 4'10". Nobody's scared of you. Stop it.
To which I'm like, well, I guess instead of doves, we should have just got pigeons if they're really gonna ape all this.
Oh my god, this would have been pigeons, would have been rats or some shit.
It is the most uninspired. It's like, again, it's trying to be like half baked. It's trying to be like any John Woo movie that we've watched, and it's just like, yo, this is the most wackiest, edited to hell fucking shooting sequence I have seen. So he gets shot. Like I said, he gets revived. 8 months later, he pops up at Alcatraz.
Yes, that's Alcatraz. Right. Yeah. Alcatraz, and I know what you're saying. Wait a minute, this movie's The Rock. No. Found
out another piece of information about this movie. Now that you mentioned The Rock, funny you say that. They actually use the outside shots that they use of Alcatraz. That's from deleted scenes from The Rock.
Did they?
Unused scenes that they did not use for The Rock. So they used it.
Wait. See, me and tell me, scenes from a 1996 movie was clipped into a movie that was filmed sometime. No, I'm sorry. Scenes from a 1996 movie was cut up and just like slipstreamed into a film that was made around 2001, 2002.
They used Bay's sloppy seconds to film outer scenes of Alcatraz. That people should tell you where this movie is quality wise.
Son, that needs to tell you. You say where it is quality wise. My question is this: are you surprised?
No, I'm not. I'm not surprised.
Really fucking surprised?
I'm not surprised. In fact, this movie does kind of come across like The Rock at certain points.
at certain points. This movie comes across as several different damn movies at the same time.
It comes off. No, wait, D, say it the right way. It comes off as several better movies.
Oh yeah, better movies at the same time. Thank you, better. You know what? I don't sugarcoat by saying this plot is retarded. No, I really mean it. This plot is fucking retarded.
So, this whole prison, right? We get the news people there, and they're quote unquote concerned about the prisons, which I get, but you can't do that in this movie. I don't know why movie is trying to sit there and be like, we're concerned about the prisoners. No, movie, you cannot try to sit there and do this to me. Nope, don't do this.
I'm sorry. News are concerned about prisoners. When? And
then we cut to the villain of the movie, Morris Chestnut, to which I look at him like, oh, so Morris Chestnut's the bad guy. Gotcha.
No. Sorry. Morris Chestnut playing the obvious villain.
Oh, yeah.
Obvious villain. Obvious villain is obvious.
Because it's like you see Morris Chestnut is like, oh, Morris Chestnut's the bad guy. I am surprised.
He might as well just turn to the camera and says, hey, everybody, how y'all doing? I will be the villain of this movie for this evening, so I need you to pay close attention because my villainy is not obvious.
Because here's the crazy part, right? Here's the crazy part, right? In my head, when I actually first saw this movie and stuff, right? I didn't see it until it hit cable and stuff back then. I actually thought Tony Plana, who plays the warden, was the actual real bad guy and not Morris Chestnut. Like, I thought he was the one that was like, I thought he was the one that was kind of like organizing the crew, who was called the 49ers Fuck You movie. That's the name of the crew.
San Francisco, Alcatraz.
I thought he was the leader of the crew, and I was like, so Tony Plana didn't plan this? I feel
first of all, with Tony, I didn't even get the villain vibe off of him. How I immediately went to Morris Chestnut being the obvious villain. Here's how you know. And this is like Morris Chestnut 101 for y'all. How you can tell Morris Chestnut's a bad guy in the movie when he's introduced and about 5 minutes go by and we haven't seen the Morris Chestnut grin. He's a bad guy.
He's right.
Gotta be real about this, man. We talked about Best Man. This is probably our second Morris Chestnut movie, but we talked about Best Man. I was like, yo, he kind of sort of was the villain in Best Man a little bit. Just a little bit.
Nah, he wasn't. The villain of Best Man was actually writing. But no. No, the villain in Best Man was actually Diggs. Diggs was a complete asshole, man.
Yeah.
No, but
didn't learn a lesson either. Didn't learn a lesson at the end of the movie either, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But I'm serious, y'all. Like, seriously, take that into account. Watch his introduction. 5 minutes goes by. No more Chestnut grin.
Yeah.
Bad guy.
As he's sitting there telling people, "Hey, we're a prison. You know, we should."
I'm not talking. And I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about just a regular grin. I'm talking about out all night grin. I'm talking two could play that game grin. That one.
I cheated on Vivica Fox grin. Gotcha.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That grin that you know. Hey Ricky, you going to college grin? That one.
Really? I got a life?
Man, you know that grin that when he smiles, his teeth would look so bright because he's dark as fuck? That grin.
Hey, you know what's so fucked up? You know how the Roseanne reboot, Dan is just somehow alive even though he died the previous season and stuff?
Jesus.
Boys in the Hood 2 will literally be Ricky's alive somehow. It's like, he got shot. What the fuck happened?
No. You know what? Ricky's alive, but Ice Cube's character Doughboy is still dead.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
Oh no. Real talk. Doughboy died the next week.
He did.
He died the next week. He got into a fight. He got in a fight at the motherfucking In-N-Out Burger.
Nah, dude. You gotta go classy with it. Fat burger, sir. Fat burger.
No. We're giving him too much credit. He got into a fight with this chick over at the Jack in the Box because she said something about his jury curl. They started fighting. She went outside, told her brother on some real shit, way more gangster than Doughboy, shot that nigga on sight. That's what happened.
No hesitation.
No hesitation. Just imagine if Stacy ran into homeboy off the wood, but except when he ran into him, he shot him off the break. That's how that would have been.
Yo, that's seriously what it is. It's like, yo, Ricky somehow alive. Last we saw you, you got riddled with like 10 bullets. How are you alive, sir?
It'd be like that weird, it'd be like that episode of The Simpsons where they went over the Bible and Bart looked at Ralph. He's like, Ralph, you're still alive? Yep.
I swear to you, if Boys in the Hood 2 became a real thing and that happened, I'm going to look at D in the theater like, so D, should we leave or do we just stick it out? Should we leave?
Nah, man, look, I don't know, man. Them hoteps on the road beneath us, man. They're looking at every black person and telling us to sit down and enjoy John Singleton's direction.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting there with the biggest bucket of popcorn, like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh, and here's the fucked up part. And here's the fucked up part. It's gonna probably take both of you out. They're not even gonna have the dignity to bring Morris Chestnut back. It's gonna be Tyrese as fucking Ricky. That's how fucked up it's gonna be.
Hey, Ma, you want me to die just like Doe did? That's what you want me to do. You just mad because I didn't get that. You just mad because my football scholarship didn't go the way it's supposed to went.
Like, look, let me take this time to apologize to our listeners. I'm sorry that we are giving you a much better movie than the movie that we're supposed to be talking about.
Dude, we could be talking. Look, real talk. We could be talking about our penises, and it would be a better movie.
All I'm saying is, after this, right? We cut to.
Is it bad? Hey, is it bad that I can really turn this whole movie into a Donald Trump power fantasy?
You really
is
can.
It really?
Yes,
I mean, really, when you think about it, because come on, because it's easy. Because it's very easy. Seagal is fucking Trump. Ja Rule.
Ben Carson is Ja Rule.
Yeah.
No.
Ben Carson is Ja Rule.
I'm sorry. I just don't want to picture it. But now that image is already in my head. Trump with a do-rag.
Yep. Trump with a do-rag. Nia Pebbles is fucking Hillary Clinton. And Barack Obama is Morris Chestnut. What you want to do?
No. Nia Pebbles is not Hillary Clinton. The FBI marksman that shot Steven Seagal, that's Hillary Clinton.
No, it can't be. You know why? Because if Trump is Seagal, that would mean that Hillary helped me. Hillary is criminal. Lock her up. Hey,
can I be real about this? This prison guard in this next scene is Joe Biden. This is Joe Biden and Ben Carson going at it.
You right. You got it. See what I'm going? So who's the fat black guy, D? Jason Whitlock. I don't know. I really don't.
Now, here's the thing, right? So Nick and Sasha meet up at Alcatraz, right? And this is where I get this. You know what? This might rival Three Ninjas with Grandpa having his stunt double do his fight. Ja Rule has a fucking stunt guy who clearly is trying to protect his head to make us not notice that he's the stunt double, to make us believe that Ja Rule could take on this 6'4" prison, this white dude, in a fair fight. Ain't no way you can tell me that Ja Rule's 4'11" behind is fighting this 6'2" prison guard on even footing.
I still have this feeling that Ja Rule's going to hear this podcast like, first off, I'm 5'3". So
first off, you got Braun Strowman through a fucking damn shelving unit. Stop.
Also,
again, and while we're at it, take a sip.
Also on Ja, real talk,
because that ragdoll physics though.
That ragdoll and also while we're on it, hey Ja, don't talk shit because you let, in retrospect, when you really think about rapping skills, you let 50 Cent body you.
50 Cent turned around and did the same type. And 50 Cent turned around and did the same type of music he shit on you for. Ain't that a bitch?
Come on. And you know Ja Rule was heated when he was like sitting down listening to all the 50 Cent song where he said, I like you like a fat girl love cake. He's like, yo, for real? That get past? Nigga, that gangster.
I gotta imagine. Yo, here's the fucked up part, right? I gotta believe Ja Rule was listening to Get Rich or Die Trying, and low-key was like, man, this shit good. And then when it hit 21 questions, he's all like, the fuck? The fuck?
Yo,
no,
you know he did.
You know how many people called out that shit?
Yo, you know that motherfucker for the rest of that year was writing lyrics like he's fucking Brawley, going Curtis.
Slowly going crazy.
Slowly going crazy. It's crazy.
Like he was like, "Cause I'm pretty sure if 21 Questions wasn't on Get Rich or Die Trying, I'm pretty sure John would have been like, man, 50 got me. He won.
Man, 50 got me. He a better rep. Wait a minute. What the fuck is this shit? Man, I'm gonna call DMX. Oh yeah, I ain't friends with that nigga no more.
I gotta imagine in another life, if John wasn't really beefing with 50, him and 50 probably would have ganged up on DMX a little bit.
I have this feeling. I have this really actually a bigger feeling that Ja Rule, 50 Cent, and like Jay-Z would like combine powers and they would have like got Eminem out and end up creating this weird ass power vacuum and like rap would have collapsed because white people would have automatically stopped buying records.
So after Nick gets Braun Strowman,
oh man, he gets monkey tossed, man. It's like the Ultimate Warrior picked up a little child and tossed him.
Yo, shout outs to the stunt guy because he sold the shit out of all them throws, man. The reason why this all happened is because Sasha goes through the metal detectors and, the prison guard was like, so what the fuck you got on you? And he's like, metal leg. And then the prison guy was like, oh, you think you're a smart guy? And I'm like, maybe he does have a metal leg. Like, why are you beating on the people like this? What's going on here?
No, and then that's when it hit me. Oh my God, the media was right. The safety of the prisoners is in question.
See, we needed an important piece of plot.
We needed that.
See, Chris, you have to understand. This is how you film make.
So, Tony Plata's warden. His name is El Fuego. That's
because you need something cool sounding. Seriously, I think in the early 2000s they just said Spanish words because it sounded cool. White people.
So, as El Fuego is talking to the prisoners and telling them that basically, hey, you're going to be in your 6'9" prison, 6x9 prison cells. You're going to be working during your time here. We cut to our big dude who is playing Top Golf on the PlayStation with Atari sounds.
Yeah, because that's quality PlayStation.
And you want to know something? That sort of trope stays within Hollywood. Like, unless they get some type of okay from the distributor, the publisher, or whatever, they will always do that. Like, it's like for some reason Atari sound effects became public domain.
That crap.
I'm like, you're playing a golf. Which is actually low key a good golf game, by the way.
No, not just Top Golf, bro. You're playing on a PS2. You're playing on a PlayStation. You're playing on a PlayStation 2, and yet it's still making Atari sound effects. For that, you might as well just have them play an Atari game on it. I know there were games that had like the little emulated shit on it, like that came with the, was it like the Williams collection or Namco collection? Just have them play that.
No, sir. This is 2002. We got to promote the PlayStation brand. So, PlayStation 2.
Actually, no. Because you say, why would just play that? Williams is like, I'm sorry, what movie is this? Seagal. Fuck no.
Not today, son.
We want no part of this.
We don't want no part of this. Now, this was a DMX movie. We would say yes. Unfortunately, I think of all three of us, I was the only one that actually, sadly, has been a part of the prison system in some type of way.
Do you count my time that I told you guys I was in holding?
And you was in holding, nigga. You ain't spent a weekend in there.
Okay, that's true. That was like 2 hours in holding. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, but here's my thing. Even then, Chris, I didn't see no plugs and no sale. So who had the extension cord?
I know, right? I'm like, where is there plugs inside the cells? I'm just saying.
Nigga, you can't even have a mirror in jail. So why in the fuck did they got motherfucking electrical?
Like,
you know what up?
This is like Alcatraz's Club Fed. It's like, so we just bringing video games to Alcatraz, huh? All right, I guess.
I like how he said. I like how also El Fuego had to have this speech to all the fucking prisoners. It's like, so wait a minute. So y'all just got a new batch of prisoners, or did you just feel like spilling out some exposition about the fucking prison? Because that's what it really looks like. This is all just exposition.
Oh my god, man. So we finally found out, okay, so the prison itself, the first guy there, Lester, we found out that this prison is so state of the art that the death chamber has 5 ways you can die. Lethal
Yep.
injection, the firing squad, which I'm like, okay, so we're doing firing squad in 2002? Okay.
Yeah.
Hanging, wow.
Wow.
Electric
Okay.
chair, and the gas chamber.
Even with electric chair, I'm going to say, wow, is this still the fucking 60s? Are you serious?
Is this the South?
And on top of that, the fact that there's 5 choices and the prisoner that's on death row, he gets to choose how he wants to be taken out.
I'm like, yo,
All
dude.
at the prison, all the prisoner's choice. Oh, and by the way, this is all inside of a soundproof room.
Yeah.
So I got a question. Why? You know what? Look, and I get it. You know, that's the type of movie you're trying to make. But why would a prisoner choose to be hung? I don't think.
Why would you want to get hung?
Check me out, man. Who is choosing the firing squad? Who is choosing the firing squad, my nigga?
So
answer that.
I don't know.
Answer
I
that.
don't
Now
know.
shut the fuck
Somebody
up.
that doesn't
Just
give a
saying.
shit about life. I don't know.
You know what? Look, I'm actually real talk. I'm surprised Torn Asunder was not a part of that.
I'm
when they
surprised
tie
it's
you
not.
up
Yo,
in some
yeah. Like I said, I'm surprised. Like you said, I'm surprised there's no option of all right. We're gonna tie you up to 5 horses and they're gonna pull you in different directions. Is that good?
You know what I mean? I'm surprised
that-
I'm surprised that crucifixion was not up there either. Like, come on, dude. Why
I'm
stop at 5,
surprised.
my nigga?
I'm surprised stoning wasn't in there.
Man,
I'm surprised getting pushed over into a boiling cauldron wasn't a part of that either. Like, come the
this
fuck on, my
movie-
nigga.
So this movie,
No. For real. Who the fuck is picking firing squad?
I don't know.
Who's the gangster? Who's the gangster ass nigga that's choosing firing squad, man? What the fuck?
So this movie, with this $25 million budget, blew its load with a Halo drop.
When I heard the term half past dead, I said Halo drop in a movie. Halo drop.
Because that looks cool.
Because you know you got to be a fucking idiot to think, hey, there's going to be a Halo drop in this prison movie.
Halo drop. So we're 30 minutes into this movie already, and off the break, we finally see the full-blown, hey, Morris Chestnut is evil because all the prison guards outside get taken out by the squad of 49ers that's headed by Nia Pebbles.
Also, just gonna throw it out there. How did y'all guys like the CGI fucking helicopter?
Man.
The green screen and the CGI in this movie, magnifico, my brother, magnifico.
I mean, look, it was just perfect. So Lester, he has like about 50 minutes left before he's gonna get sentenced to death. He decides,
which I love because every time they go to the next scene, it's like they say what location they're in and they say what time it is. And I'm like, yo, does the time play any type of factor in any of this movie? You can easily just go into the scene and not tell us the time and we will be fine.
So he has 50 minutes and he's talking to Sasha. And I thought it was funny because it looks like this is kind of one of those, at least to me, the tropey things of the old man trying to tell the guy about, you know, the precious of life and stuff. And he's all like, so you're the guy that died for 22 minutes and now you're alive. So now you own your life now. Because before you don't own your life. And I'm like, I don't know what this means. What does this mean?
D Shaw, 3 Black Geeks. Who told you that?
Exactly. Did you just Google him up then? I mean, I'm just saying, is that what happened?
And you had a cousin that worked on the outside that told you that shit, nigga. How do you even know this nigga, man?
Yo, just to set the scene, folks, he's sitting in a room where he has a picture of the LA skylight and he asks the guy to change the scenery to the desert as he's sipping his warm sake.
I'm like, yo, man, prison system, you get to have these comforts and, you know, these luxuries and what the fuck type of movie are watching, man?
So he's basically telling Sasha, like, hey, you know, Sasha's like, well, what is a guy like you doing in here? You must have done something.
You did wrong. You did wrong. What's a guy like you doing in here?
Yeah. And he tells him, hey, you know, I sold over 200 million in gold?
Yeah, he stole like a whole bunch of gold.
From the Federal Reserve. And that's when he's like, there has to be more to this. And he's like, yeah, and the train derailed and killed 5 federal agents, so yeah.
So I'm technically at fault for that.
Yeah, so I gotta
Which
go to jail.
make me think, even if you stole that money, they probably would have had you in jail for life. So they have to.
Either way, you were fucked.
Whatever.
So, as it's happening and stuff, Nia and them, they basically bust down the glass and Guns Ahoy kill all the guards. Basically done.
All in what I like to call like quick cut with Dutch angles, and my favorite one, walking down corridors.
Oh, hey D, you forgot the famous one. We get the slow-mo of Morris Chestnut when the rain is hitting him.
Oh, also we get the slow-mo, then zoom out very, very fast.
Yeah.
Wow. This the 2000s in this movie, it just, if you will cut it open, it will scream out a motherfucking Korn song. God.
Falling away from me. It's like, okay,
yo,
Jesus.
Yo, man. This movie is so 2000s. If it will stare at you, it will say "Stares" in a Godsmack song.
So, as Lester is about to get executed, Seagal, Sasha, and the guy, basically not Braun Strowman, is escorting him out. And all of a sudden, he sees Morris Chestnut walking through, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And he shoots him, and Seagal basically fakes like he got shot and falls to the ground. I'm like, so nobody. What if they shot him while Seagal was on the ground? Then what?
Yeah, what do they double tap? Oh, easy. You created a time paradox.
No. If they shot him while he was on, if they shot him while he was on the ground, everybody loves a winner. Just roll the credits.
No.
Roll the credits because this movie did you a favor. It spared you another 45 minutes of. It spared you another 45 minutes of trash.
Actually,
hey, Eris, let's do Everybody Loves a Winner in the most unenthusiastic way ever. 1, 2, 3. Everybody
loves a winner.
Winner. Something. I am.
Hey, I'll take it a step further though.
Stan Bush.
I'll take it a step further though. I real talk think that it literally would have been one of those mission failed. Continue.
Just imagine it'd be like on Grand Theft Auto. You get shot, and you're like wasted. You're like, what I do wrong? You got shot. What?
You got shot once.
You didn't fake like you died. You
Actually, it would have been like the Sega CD games where you press the directional button and shit, and then when you lose, it cuts to a fucking unedited scene from a movie where Seagal got shot.
Oh, God.
It's like a damn Dom Bluth video game.
Yo,
for real. Now, this does start a weird thing in the movie where I like to call Steven Seagal, you can't run that fast. Yo, Steven Seagal is getting the drop on motherfuckers. Like, seriously.
No. D, you skipped the best part, though. Seagal revives Braun Strowman with the fucking stun gun. Even when he got popped with a bullet.
Yo, even better, I liked it because it was so funny. It was right as my wife walked into the room. When they fired the gun and it hit your boy, Seagal dodged the bullet. I'm like, I'm sorry. Seagal dodged something. He couldn't dodge he couldn't dodge a bird flying in the opposite direction from him in time. What? How did he fucking do?
You know how you did it, D? You know how you did it, D? You know how you did it? And Eris will appreciate this. This is 2002. He roll canceled. CVS 2 style.
Yep.
Well, okay. So what did he say? When he roll cancel? Does he say anything or does he go like, huh?
I think he says, huh.
Yeah.
So we get that, and then all of a sudden we cut to, so there's a helicopter that's trying to get the crew. So the helicopter, the weather is all fucked up and stuff and things like that. So the helicopter all of a sudden ends up hitting the tower and gets into a fucking crash.
Don't worry, everybody.
Suddenly,
that helicopter
helicopter's
going to play something in later on in this movie.
Now hold on. When the helicopter crashed, here's me. Suddenly, I'm getting Deep Blue Sea flashbacks.
Oh my God, for real?
Yeah, yeah.
You too, my nigga.
Yep.
Oh man, like why? Why you getting those flashbacks, Eris? Oh, I know why. Because you wish you was watching that. Yeah, I do too.
So, as our boy Steven Seagal, he starts his escapades of putting hands on everybody, starting with when they get the prison guy through the door and Nia Pebbles jams the gun. And he literally, in the most unenthusiastic kick I've ever seen from Steven Seagal, kicks the gun opposite and starts shooting the club up with the gun.
Yo, I love how Nina did it where she held the gun up. And I was thinking to myself, you know what, Nina? That right there was the sexiest and yet at the same time most bullshit thing that happened in the movie.
So far.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, so meanwhile, Morris is talking to our boy Lester, and he's trying to get info from Lester about, hey, where did you stash the gold? And Lester's like, I'm about to die, so you can do whatever the fuck you want. I ain't telling you shit.
Wait, how about Lester just taking out security guards? Well, not even security. Hell, he's taking out his own crew as well as other people left and right, to make his point.
Well, no, Chestnut actually no. First off, he took out the priest, and I laugh how this priest slow motion falls down, and they just cut to the fucking shot of his cross, and I'm like,
symbolism.
And then he starts saying. And then he starts talking about, yeah, you know what that means? It means that I can do whatever I want, yada, yada, yada. He started talking all that. I'm like, yo, Morris.
I love how he gave his text. No, I love how Morris Chestnut gave his textbook definition of what being a sociopath is.
And I'm over here like, Morris, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. This is D of 3 Black Geeks. I am not judging you for how you're acting right now. I'm not. Actually, I'm not. I'm blaming all of that on the writing. But I'm going to have to say this very, very clearly. Don't do a role like this ever again. Don't. Just say no. Just say no. You suck at being a villain. Stop.
So also throughout this movie, too, the FBI has a mobile command center on the other side of Alcatraz. And around that time, that's when they found out that Chestnut and them have taken over Alcatraz, and they're trying to get demands and shit, basically. You know, which I'm like, well, it goes about as well as you expected because, A, you know, the FBI does not condone to fucking terrorism and shit. So, you know, they ain't gonna they're gonna buck hard on a lot of those things.
Even though they do technically have the FBI playbook on hand.
True.
The hostage negotiation with terrorism, with terrorist playbook.
Yeah. But meanwhile, Nia,
they wrote that back in the late 70s. You know, around the same time these movies stopped doing that shit.
Now, meanwhile, this is where I go into the category of, hey, Ja, you really technically should have got your ass whooped, because Ja, we get to our first official fight scene with Ja and Nia Pebbles.
Son. Nia Pebbles in real life would fuck Ja Rule up. I am not even joking.
As somebody that did her own stunts, I buy that Nia Pebbles could kick the shit out of Ja Rule.
Yo, I laughed my ass off at this fight, man. It was too. First of all, how did you like the how did you like the waste of 2 minutes? I'm sorry, the 2 minutes of wasted footage where you got Kurupt and Big Boy coming in saying, "Hey man, hey Nick, you got this, man? Yeah." I got it. I got my gun pointed at her.
Here's the thing. Yo, she is literally doing fucking scenes from Black Mask, the wire fu.
Yeah, they wire fu. Actually, matter of fact, this whole scene is straight up wire fu because Ja Rule takes kicks and he just flies backward like somebody's like yanking him on a wire. It is so great.
I don't know, man. I watched the scene. I was like, man, I would love to see Nia Pebbles in an action movie. This is in a better action movie, I should say. This is just...
Well, there are a couple scenes where she actually did fight in Walker, Texas Ranger. And to give her credit, it was all in slow motion and everybody looks good in slow motion. So
I know, but this is
take that as you will.
I know, but this is a little bit better. So it's like, I can buy the wire fu because again, you watch so many martial arts movies and stuff. It's like, I can tolerate it. It's fine,
You know what? You know what the best part about all that was? When she went down where Ja Rule was at. Ja Rule was hanging out in the rafters like he was fucking Sting and wasted the drop that he had on her.
Yo,
he wasted
here's
the
the
fucking
thing.
drop he actually had on her.
Here's what you don't do. You had the drop on her. You had the gun pointed. Cool. What you don't do is literally tell her to put the gun down in the way that she did and not expect her to do the fucking damn somersault on his ass and just be shocked that she did it. It's like, come on, dog. You should have saw that shit happen.
Yo,
first of all, when she bent over to put the gun down, Ja had that look like that ass though.
And then, how does it feel you have Jeffrey Atkins eye fucking you right now? I know. I know. Your ovaries just dried up, did they? I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Seriously, Ja Rule looked like a fucking rapist half of this movie because he makes this weird smirk. And I understand it. Back then, you was the shit. And, little girls in New York thought that shit was cute. No, nigga, you look like a rat. Stop doing that shit.
So,
yo, man, you and Stevie J got that same type of weird, like, yeah, look. It's like, nigga, don't. You look like you diddle little girls in the back of a Buick. Stop doing that.
So, basically, what Morris did was he's like, look. Until the FBI gives into my demands, I'm gonna put this fucking one of the people that was supposed to watch the execution. I'm gonna put her in the chair. And if you don't fucking buckle my commands, I'm gonna sit there and pick which way I'm gonna execute this woman. Let's see if the FBI bucks, because it is a white lady, so they might speed up the process on that shit.
I'm not counting on it.
You ain't shit for that.
I'm just not.
So it's at this point that we find out that Steven Seagal is an FBI agent. Are you surprised?
Nope.
I'm not.
Oh my god. He was an FBI agent.
No wonder
their
interactions with one another during the initial stage at the beginning was so interesting and different.
Him and freaking Steven Seagal, Ja Rule's camaraderie and their moments of quote unquote brotherhood and best friendisms and all that shit. It was all a ruse all along.
Yeah. So here's the thing. One of the scenes that I actually thought was funny, Kurupt finds a bazooka. And finds the freaking damn shell for the bazooka. And I'm just laughing at how he's just casually just swinging the fucking damn thing around like it's an actual gun or something. I'm like, this is stupid. What are we doing here, guys? Why is this sequence even here? Basically, Kurupt shoots the missile that blows up the gate to get the prisoners out. And he flies back 50 feet.
Again, take a drink.
Which any other person should have been dead. But hey, Kurupt, I guess, is Johnny Knoxville from Jackass and can take any kind of hit, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, how do you fly back through a window,
break the glass,
and come out? Break the glass and come out and say, "Oh, what a rush!"
So at this point, that's when Seagal is recruiting everybody to help him out, and all the prisoners go into the armory to get guns.
I mean, I get that as Alcatraz. I do. I really do get that. But bruh, these military.
Did you see the armory though, dog?
That's what I'm talking about. They got military grade weapons in there. Like, who are you trying to stop?
Dude, somebody had a fucking bow cast like they were Daryl from The Walking Dead.
Yep. There was that.
I'm like, yo. And I forgot. You also forget they had night vision goggles. I'm like, what do you need night vision goggles on Alcatraz? What is going on here?
Again, this goes back to my question. You're Alcatraz. Who are you going after? Better yet, who's going to break into Alcatraz?
I don't foresee them really doing
Giants. Giants.
Just seeing that amount of firepower just made me ask that question of who is really trying to break into Alcatraz.
Nigga, there were mini guns in that mug. There were mini guns there. Seriously.
There was about 7 or 8 old painlesses sitting in the corner.
Nigga, was the Germans coming? Were they coming for you, man? Come on, man.
But hey,
it looked like Ted Nugent's wet dream in that mug, man.
But hey, guys, we get a nice little shootout, a Home Alone style shootout with Steven Seagal and Chestnut and his crew inside the boiler room.
I'm sorry, did you just say Home Alone style?
I mean, he's setting traps and stuff, like closing doors, and then he put the cigarette on the acid and it blew the dude up, which I thought was fucking hilarious.
Dude, I like the fact that it was back there in the boiler room, and yet you had that one pipe that had a flame coming out of it that would just spit out more flame like every 3 seconds, like it was on a sound stage at a Six Flags or something. Like it made no sense why that flame was right there, man.
Yo, and then you follow that up with the most uninspired. Yo, I got a feeling that they cut. Yo, this reminded me of Iron Fist with the cuts and the wire fu, because Steven Seagal had the most uninspired judo fight. He's kicking people, but I'm like, that's a stunt guy. That ain't Steven. They ain't gonna tell me he can kick his leg up that high. Get the fuck out of here.
Man, the fact that the fact that I saw Steven do a combat role made me say, Gerald, come on. Come on.
Like, gotta be real, man. Gotta be real. This is fat Steven Seagal. He ain't that fucking agile. What the fuck?
He hasn't been agile since the Glimmer Man. Dude, don't do that.
You said the Glimmer Man. He wasn't. I don't even count that shit.
So what you gonna say? Under Siege 2? That's as far back as I'll go.
Hey, that was hey, that was the last time we saw thin Steven Seagal. So there you go.
And you know what? Look,
no. The last time he was agile, real talk, whatever he was doing in 1995.
God, I think it was Under Siege.
Yeah,
that was Under Siege 2.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for that whole year. With like any movie, more movies after the year 1995, it was a wrap.
Yeah, because after that point, man, Steve was like, all right, guys, I don't know about you, but it's time for me to shut down the whole
Go shut this down.
Go shut this down. No more would I run fast. No more would I go at people at breakneck speed and look believable. No more will I open my eyes all the way. No more will I talk above this octave. No more, says I, Seagal. No more says. You know what?
No more says I.
Not I. Oh.
Yo, here's the funny thing. With all the acting that Seagal has done, I have never hear him try to do Shakespearean acting. But now, at this point in my life, I would love to hear it. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. It will make me forget that he's a xenophobic racist. I would love to hear it.
The xenophobic racist is still wearing that goddamn do-rag and shit. His waves better be on fucking point.
Yo, I was saying it the whole time. I was like, I bet his waves garbage as hell if he take off that do-rag, man. But how awesome would have been if you took off the do-rag and you saw like a wave? You were like,
It's like, oh shit.
Yo, man, they crashing, my nigga. I would have died, son.
So, here's the thing. They're trying to set up a trap for the guys to come because they're trying to do a prison swap inside the main area. And I gotta say this, man. Ja Rule, I got a little annoyed at this because he got on the fucking pilot fucking helmet and shit. He trying to aim the gun like he a fucking little kid with the fucking controls like, yeah, I got this fucking machine gun. This is so awesome. I'm like, this is stupid. What are we doing here?
Dude, when did that hit you, man? You know when it hit me? You know when I said this is stupid? When he went to that whole deal, like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me you work with the feds? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I tried to tell you. No, man. No, man. I don't like that, man. How you go against me? I thought it was your homie. I was like this. Yes, Ja Rule. The man named Sasha that didn't have anything close to a Russian accent worked for the FBI. I'm sorry. What the fuck am I watching? Honestly, what am I watching?
Oh, did you love the standoff, though, during this whole sequence with the prisoners?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, one prisoner that had the fucking dual handguns and shit, like he's fucking, like he's in a damn time crisis. He's a mid-boss in time crisis and shit.
It was so funny. My son came behind me right at that part. My son was like, what you watching, Dad? Dad, what you watching? Dad, what you... Oh, I see it. It says 1:30 dead. What's that about? Dad, what you watching? Dad, what you watching? And it stopped at that white boy with the gun counters like that. I was like, that right there, son. That's what this movie's about. White people? Yeah, white people, son.
Yo, how do you have Michael Taliaferro, who's the big dude, Little Joe? How you had this fool coming out with the machine guns like he's in means business and shit? I'm like, come on, dog. Come on.
Dude.
Come on.
And again, when I saw that gun, I was like, okay, just one good question. What type of prison break were they ready for?
I don't know.
Look, outside of regular pistols, Why are there all these rifles and these M16s? Yo, what happened? What happened? What happened? Who's coming for Alcatraz, my nigga? It doesn't make any sense.
I just hated the slow motion of this whole with the sequence of the transfer with them like switching off people like hostages and stuff. It was so stupid to me.
Man, this whole movie was dumb. And then they do it, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, well, at least nobody got shot over this shit.
Like nobody got shot over this shit.
Oh yeah. Because I was thinking to myself, like, they got to the halfway mark and like Morris Chestnut would have shot homie in the back of the head, and then he would like shot the judge in the leg or some crap like that.
Well, see, here's the thing.
I thought that was gonna go down.
But see, here's the thing. After the whole transfer and stuff, El Fuego was trying to calm everybody down and get the prisoners to put the guns down, which I'm like, you really can't tell these prisoners who are already on edge to fucking put their guns down. But at this point, that's when gunfight starts.
And boy, this gunfight, it rivals the worst gunfight you ever had in Max Payne 2.
You mentioned that fucking damn abysmal game.
Nigga, I'm mentioning an abysmal movie. Shut up, Chris.
Granted.
Whoa, hold on. So you mean to tell me this rivals wait, hold up. You mean to tell me this rivals super fucking 1,000 frames per second of like Mark Wahlberg leaning back with the shotgun? No.
I said the worst gunfight that you had in Max Payne 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever the worst gun, my man, on level blah blah blah, and Max Payne 2. Yeah. This one is going for that. This one's going for that. Son, the best part about it was Kurupt just yelling the entire time. It's like, yo, this was what he was waiting for all his life, to be in an action scene like this. Get it, young guy. Look, hey. DJ still gonna appreciate this. Like, yeah, man. Get it, young Gotti.
Hey, but R.I.P. to Lil Bear, because Nia Pebbles fucking put the bullets in his ass.
Yo, it's like Kurupt warned him 4 seconds before he even got shot, and then continued to warn him as he was getting shot. It was so weird.
Yo, this like the whole sequence is just weird. It's like, okay, so they're up in the helicopter, and the dudes and the fucking damn missiles and the fucking RPGs come out of nowhere, and I'm like, so yeah, you guys should have killed them already, but okay. And those have to be the most slowest moving pistols I've seen the slowest moving missiles I've seen in my fucking life.
Bruh.
How the fuck did Ja Rule shoot down those missiles that quick?
And then had enough time to turn to Steven Seagal and have a quip.
Let's go, Menage. Oh shit, wrong movie.
Hey Chris. My wife made a second cake. Here you go. Son, it was bad. And I'm like, and then he started firing at. I'm like, yo, how's Ja Rule shooting at all of these motherfuckers and not hitting one person? Not hitting nobody.
Dude, nobody hit nobody. You're lucky the first shot that went off that actually hit somebody was at the beginning when they broke into the prison and shot the prison guard. That's it.
Now, hold on. You're right. All that shooting he was doing didn't hit nobody. Two point-blank RPGs aimed at the chopper, flies at him, takes him out with ease.
Bear gets hit dead on. After 50,000 bullets are fired, finally one person gets hit.
Yeah.
This movie and its accuracy just kills me.
I also love how the movie had to rebrandish its PG-13 badge by having Ja Rule cut himself off when he screamed motherfucker.
Yeah, I noticed that, man.
Hey.
I forgot this movie had sharpened down to a PG.
But riddle me this, though. El Fuego doesn't sit there and do anything until the FBI comes in, and then he puts hands on Nia Pebbles, and I'm like, come on, dog. You could have fucking did this shit early in the fucking movie. What are we doing here?
And Nia Pebbles make that grunt. She makes the whole movie. Gotta be honest with you, Nia. Keep on doing that. Because when you hit 50, I ain't gonna like it no more. But still. What? I'm sorry. She's not a look. She's mixed with everything. She ain't black, so she kind of ages funny. So I'm just being real, y'all.
She got something in her.
She's like Filipino, Scottish, Italian, Puerto Rican, Native American.
Wait, D. So basically, what she's mixed with is the porno actress ethnicity.
Something like that, yeah.
No, because think about it.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. You're exactly right.
Seriously, watch any casting couch of like any of those actresses, and they will break down every quarter, less than a quarter ethnicity that they're mixed with. Like, just name one, all right?
Yo, but here's the best part. You're a black girl, like, yeah, I'm black. So where you from? I'm from Cuba, but you're dark skinned.
Sit there and just throw your hands in the air like, oh, God damn it.
White people. Good God. I like how white people can be every other ethnicity, but if you're black and you say you're like if you're brown skin and you say you're from like, I don't know, like, yeah, I'm from my parents are from Uruguay, I'm from Argentina, but why are you dark?
Like, God damn
why
it.
are you dark?
Yo, man. Yeah. So she is that ethnicity era. So I actually like that. I actually like that. It's porno actress ethnicity.
Yeah, that's what I call it. I call it porno actress and ethnicity.
Yeah. Hey, like this. Hey, so what's Lisa Ann? Oh, she white.
She white.
She about as white as she comes.
Yeah. I like it. Just
no pun intended.
She's just white.
Like I said, she's about as white as she comes. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Hey, Eris. Here's a tiny trophy. No, actually, here's a couple stickers. I got a happy space, a folly space, and this is my favorite one. He's sticking his tongue out. That's my favorite one. Which sticker you want, bro?
I gotta go with the tongue sticker.
Yeah, got the tongue sticker. It's cool, isn't it? It's cool, isn't it? Don't scratch it. I ain't got no more of those stickers. I ain't got
none. So here's what's wilding me out, right?
Like, all right, CJ. Let's bring this bad boy home. We got about a good 13 minutes left of footage. Let's go.
Here's
and
13,
the movie tries to take its time to the 13 minutes.
Folks, here's the 13 minutes, right? So Morris Chestnut managed to escape, right? Escapes with his basically his
girlfriend?
His hostage. And they're chasing him in a helicopter. He throws
the green screen on this rivals the green screen you may have seen recently in 50 Shades of Grey, where you're saying, I'm sorry, you're in a moving what now?
So he throws the hostage out. Seagal puts his freaking glasses on and dives out.
And then DMX yells, I'm a bang. And it's like, yo, what?
And then Lester, who's in the helicopter with Morris Chestnut, is like, surprise, motherfucker, and then suicide bombs himself.
How? When did he have the bombs on him?
Did you like the shit-eating grin that he gave him?
Well, he gave him the wink and a smile.
Gave him the wink and the smile like, yeah, you already know what it is.
You know what time it is.
Dude, I like that fact that Steven Seagal, even when it's green screen of him jumping out of a window, jumping out of a helicopter, still needed a stunt double to get the woman out of midair. That's the best part about all that shit.
I mean,
it's like, are you serious? Even when it's green screen, he is too lazy to do it.
Such bullshit. It's like, really? That's what we're doing and stuff.
So the next scene, they actually dig up the gold where it's at. And I'm sorry, how much money was it? 200 million?
200 million.
Dude, what came out of that crate only had to be about 50 million at the most. There's no way in the world that was all it. But what I really like about that scene is that Steven Seagal is there and he's not even looking at him taking the gold out. And it's like, Steve, you know you're in the scene, Steve. Okay, leave him alone, guys. It looked like that
because
like Steve want to know parts of the scene.
Because here's the thing: there was a small subplot to this movie. Yes, there was a little mini subplot that kind of was like a blink and you kind of don't give a shit anymore kind of thing.
Dude, that's all the movie. That's the whole movie. That's
No,
even
but
the
this
main
one is in
plot. I don't
particular
care.
because Seagal, the only reason why he was working undercover is because he was using he was using Ja Rule to go after the criminal that killed his wife.
Oh yeah, because it's a Seagal movie, and Seagal always needs his spouse to be dead.
Yeah.
No, seriously, he always needs his spouse to be dead. I don't know why. He needs a dead wife. It makes me think Seagal's like, no, that's how everybody can understand me, that my wife is dead, and that's why I'm a renegade or whatever bull crap he's playing.
I'm a rider. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so they had a little interaction and stuff like that, and a little talk, so to speak, inside the prison and stuff, kind of like, hey, thanks for, helping and blah, blah, blah. And then the movie just basically just ends.
But you remember, Ja Rule tells him, nah, man, we ain't cool. We all right.
It goes right back. It goes right back to them. It goes right back to that scene of, hey, I'm teaching ethnic culture to like Steven Seagal, so it's I don't know if I can do that. It's tough for me. You widen that thought.
No, when he said that, look, like, dude, the only whiter person you're going to get is Donald Trump, so you better get him to do it.
It's like, get it while you can, sir. Get it while you can.
No, and then you go, aight. Nah, it's aight. It's like, yo, stop. Both of you, stop. It's bad enough when Ja Rule got to act like he's gangster. It's bad enough when Steve Seagal act like he got to give a shit. So I don't want.
You don't care. I don't fucking care.
At least the movie ends with something good. Kurupt talking to his girlfriend, who is played by Monique. I'm talking good Monique, fat Monique, when she had something to work for. That Monique.
You ain't shit for that, by the way.
All right.
No. Hold on. No. D. Stop real quick. CJ, he might not be shit, but the man makes a point.
I make a good point, sir. I make a very good point. That's when Monique had drive and had something to work for. You know what I mean? Before somebody,
she was coming off of that hot show, The Parkers.
I know, right? This was around that time too. Yeah, she was basically playing Kurupt's girlfriend and stuff. They, doing whatever. Which, like you said, Kurupt is the best part of this movie and stuff. He had a very interesting thing, which is it's hilarious that, like, again, he got a score where he's like the only carryover from this fucking movie.
You know what? The best part about that, when he was talking to Monique, she was like, nah, girl, I'm about to get out of this. I'm about to get out of here, and everything gonna be right. It's gonna be right, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna go right to that rich nigga house. I'm gonna take all his money. See, that's what I'm talking about, Twitch. You can't.
Enough of this Twitch. I was waiting for her, like when she said, enough of this Twitch shit. Twitch ain't even your name. I was waiting for her to say, nigga, your name is Carl.
She said, your name is Bernard. I died laughing. And the look on Kurupt's face was like that was really Kurupt's real name. And Kurupt was like, bitch, if you don't.
I mean,
we gotta say, really gotta say that this ending scene alone, hell, this credit scene is without a doubt the best part of the movie.
You know what? That scene was so good, like you said, Chris, that it will actually leak into the second movie where Kurupt's in it and Monique is not. And Kurupt's girlfriend went from a big black girl to a skinny black woman. Yep.
Who was his girlfriend in that one?
Random girl that you seen in a straight to DVD movie. I don't know her by name.
Like in the straight to DVD movie, more than likely always takes place in Los Angeles.
More than likely, sir, stop that. You mean Los Angeles and Atlanta. Get it right.
You know what? You know who it could have been? Angel Conwell.
Oh, that is who it is. Yeah, that chick that you said, oh man, she looked fine as I don't know what. And then you didn't see her no more.
You don't see her no more. She is gone, bro.
Yo, you know how many girls were like that, man? Especially in black movies where they're just pretty and they disappear. You know what? I talk a lot of trash about Megan Good, but at least she could act. I go that
Oh,
far.
is this D actually admitting that she can act? Because I seem to remember our Waist Deep movie where you was like, she can't act for shit.
Oh no! Don't get her. No, little dude. Don't be trying to mince my words here. I still think she's a terrible actress, but you know what? At least Megan has redeemability factor. At least she knows how to act. At least she knows how to emote. You know, outside of looking like somebody farted in front of her, and nobody. She always look mad. She always look mad, my nigga. I'm sorry. She always looked like somebody told her, I'm sorry, miss, you're going to have to wait 2 minutes on your chicken sandwich. She always have that look.
It's like, what? I got to do this. This is bullshit.
She always have this look like some. I'm going to take it back for y'all. You ever have a girlfriend you try to be cool with, and you want her to listen to a song on a CD, and the CD just constantly skips, and she gets annoyed? That's the face. That is the exact face that she always makes.
And then she got the nerve to get mad at you. I'm like, bitch, don't get mad at me. The CD skipping.
I mean, you ain't got no anti-skip on that CD player. Like, no, I don't, nigga. You broke.
With your broke ass.
With your broke ass, you can't even afford Panasonic.
Oh man, like, all right, I'm about to go ahead and be old real quick. Kids today would never know nothing about anti-skip.
Boy, I would love to show my son this. Look, here's the funny thing. Kids know what a CD player is. They don't know what anti-skip is. That's the fun part. They were like, wait a minute.
No, real quick, D. You want to blow your kid's mind? Just break out a CD player from 1998 and just show it to your son.
I would love to, but I did what everybody
like break
else.
out a portable one and say, before iPhones, before iPods and all that shit, this is what we had. We just had to get CDs, and on top of CDs, hell, it wasn't until like 2 years later when we could make our own MP3 CDs and fill up 700 megabytes worth of tracks.
Yo, with that right there, it's like, yeah, you see this, son? This is what we used to use right here. CDs players. It was like, wow, Dad, that's amazing. So how many songs can you get on this thing? How many songs can be on the CD? Yo, man. Oh my gosh, man.
But yeah.
I'm giving her credit. I'm sorry. I am giving her credit. But I think that's very, very sad that Monique, but to her credit, by that time in 2007, Monique was doing something. I'm going to just guess that she was actually doing something. I don't know what Monique was doing. Yeah. I don't know. Preparing for Precious in 2 or 3 years. I don't know. Yeah.
But anyways, that's Half Past Dead. Very, very...
You know what, dude? I am so shocked that I did legit tell myself I wanted us to do another Seagal movie this year. And Half Past Dead is finally off our list because the best part about it is, and I said this on the last episode, when I said half past, when Eric said, let's do Half Past Dead, and I passed it to Chris, the first thing out of his mouth, Do-Rag Seagal. I love you for that, Chris.
Look, people forget that we had Do-Rag Seagal for a time. That's just what it is.
Now this won't be the last time he wears a do-rag, but real talk, this is the last time that you care that he actually wore one.
Care is a very strong word. Let's just say I laughed.
Wow.
I laughed more so than anything else.
Yeah, see, now I'm a part of the youth. For the culture, baby.
I swear.
For the culture, baby.
You know what, man? Listen.
No, hold up. Wait. For the culture, baby. He puts up the Wakanda Forever sign.
Boy,
don't say that. Do not fucking say that, because I swear to God, if Trump does Wakanda Forever, I might have to kill Trump myself. Sorry.
Dude, look, you know what the best part about that is that Chris upgraded from Seagal to straight to Trump. I like that. He didn't even see Seagal do it. He just saw Trump doing it. No, that's how powerful Seagal is. He is Trump.
Because if Seagal did it, we're just gonna fucking side-eye Seagal like, yo, get that dirty bullshit out of my face. Right?
You know what? I got a question. Which one would you be more pissed off at? The xenophobic racist that is Steven Seagal doing the Wakanda Forever sign, or the straight up Blue lives kick out all the immigrants out of this country. Chuck Norris doing it. Who would you be more pissed off at? Yeah, I'm forcing you to choose. I know that. I know that's hard.
I'm gonna go with Chuck Norris because Steven Seagal. Here's the thing. Steven Seagal isn't as beloved as Chuck Norris, so I'm just there to see the takedown of Chuck Norris and the white tears from people that put Chuck Norris over Bruce Lee. Because yes, there are segments of white people that will put Chuck Norris over Bruce Lee.
So
I got to side with Chris on that one.
Dude, you're right, because I had white people really tell me. Actually, I had a white person tell me that Vin Diesel is not half the action star that Chuck Norris is. I'm like, you know what, white boy, stop it, man. I know it.
Don't let me be there, because I'll be the person, and I say this as somebody that loves walking Texas Ranger. I'll blow his mind and be like, look, dog, Chuck Norris wishes that he had half the fucking charisma of Vin Diesel.
Nah, dude, he wishes he had the kicking ability of Sammo Hung. He wishes.
And I say this as a person that fucking marked for Chuck Norris in Expendables 2. Let the record show. All right.
Oh yeah, we did mark for him, man. We ain't gonna fake. Yo, you want to know the truth? When it comes to Chuck Norris. Oh yeah, actually, I'm sorry. We're doing Chuck Norris later on this year. We're doing Invasion USA. Wait a minute. Are we doing Invasion USA or Delta Force? I don't know. We're doing one of them.
One of them is America, so either which way.
Both of them is America. No, not America. America. Yo, whatever. But you know what? We had to do that. So we're still going to be kind of rocky until about mid-May, and then the summer's going to kick in. It's going to be awesome. So, yeah, that's it, guys.
Yeah. So we are out.
Peace.
We done.